Hey, this is ThinkerThunker. I'm going to show you guys how this white guy over here on the left is either non-human or has one of the rarest faces on the planet. Can you see it? And nope, it's not because he's wearing a white furry mask. Stick around. Okay, so as the story goes, small town Pennsylvania, local residents have been hearing disturbances at night. So this guy goes running out into his backyard, into the woods, and runs into him. Surprise! Okay, so you can see I've zoomed in like 600 or 700%, and that's why it looks all splotchy and digitized and blocky, but that's okay. We can still see some features here, but this will work. And next, you're probably wondering, why Indiana Jones? Well, it's because his face fits normal human face ratios. And I'm gonna prove that using a little trick artists use when they're first learning to paint portraits. Something I've been doing ever since I was a kid. So here we go. We'll play like this is a blank canvas, and you start with an oval for the face. Then you split that down the center with a line, and that's where the eyes go. And there we see, okay, his ears come just a little above the line, and we see how his eyes line up, how far his brows are above that. And next we take this distance, split it in half, and that's where the nose goes. And we see where the ears line up, and we see where his cheekbones, you know, they round off just at the bottom right there. And last we take this distance, we split it in half again, and we see where the mouth falls. So see how this is just a great reference tool for artists. And now let's drop in some of those other faces. How about we start with Cate Blanchett, lovely face, right there on all the marks. Her nose might be a tad longer, but it still fits within the ratios. And her mouth might be up a little higher, but look, she's got a little smile. And when we smile, our mouths raise up. Try it. And next, another lovely face. It's a Cinderella story. Bill Murray, normal human face ratios. And how about Danny DeVito? Look at that face, all that character. Now he's really smiling like, but if he relaxed his face, he would fit the normal human face ratios. And now big tough LeBron James, still normal human face ratios. And tennis great Rafa Nadal, normal human face ratios. And while we're on tennis, China's superstar, Li Na. See what I'm doing here? It doesn't matter what nationality, male, female, still it's the normal human face ratios. And let's see, while we're on tennis, the Pope, big hitter, this guy, he's got to serve like a bomb, like 130, 140 miles per hour. I'm kidding. Now look, he's kind of got a smile thing going here, but still the Pope, normal human face ratios. And how about this guy, Andre the Giant, massive cranium, may he rest in peace. Still, as large as it is, the ratios are the same. See how that works? And now in the completely other direction, little bitty bushman from the movie, The Gods Must Be Crazy. You ought to see that. Anyway, he's smiling, sure, but normal human face ratios. And now, big Bill Murray fan, Einstein. He was on the set of, I think, Stripes when they were filming that. They partied all night. I'm kidding again, but Einstein, normal human face ratios. And now another movie, Nosferatu, really creepy, real must-see. Do you get it? I could keep doing this all day long. I could use your face, my face, any face you have ever seen in your life, any face you'll ever see. They're all going to fit, plus or minus, tiny degrees, the normal human face ratio. So let me back off and go back to Mr. Ford. And I'm going to take the same grid and I will pull it over on our furry friend here on the left. And there's the eye line and there's the nose line. And look at the mouth way down here. Look at Harrison's. Look at his chin way down here. What is with the long face, buddy? I can tell you guys that ratio-wise, this mouth being down so far, this face being so long, is just off the charts crazy. And no, it's not scaled weird. I mean, although this face looks much bigger, his head looks much bigger and all, still, it's lined up exactly the same. And I can fade in on a copy of his face here, and you can see where the eyes are lining up. The nose is lining up just the same as our big white buddy. So, it is scaled the same. It's just that ratio-wise distorted. Now, am I saying that that makes us a Bigfoot? Nope, I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying just the fact that this face is so distorted. I don't care if this is a hoax, I don't care if it's a mask, I don't care what this is a rare video. And whatever it is that's under this, it would look something like this, which again, that makes this a bizarre video. So now I'm going to show you guys that this is not a mask. Okay, our little high and by session here only lasts about 1 second, so that's not much time to do something with his mouth, but I will start back at the first and start clicking through 1 frame at a time, and each one of these clicks is about 1/27th of a second fast. And here's the first clear frame that we've been using. And by the way, that is an enormous mouth. Apart from being down as low it is, it's also extremely broad. And it appears, I mean, it looks like he's scowling. It looks like he's none too pleased about having a light shown in his face. Could a mask be made like that? Sure, but let's keep watching. Now I'm going to click to the next frame. And his mouth, in just a fraction of a second, appears a little smaller. And next frame, a little smaller still. And look, we're still seeing detail. Next frame, mouth gone. Yet we still see some detail. And next, and he's out of there. Folks, we humans have the same little involuntary physiological quirk. When we've been busted, when we've been caught, when we've been naughty, we bite our lips in shame or whatever, and that is what appears to be happening here. And you could not do that with a mask, especially one with a mouth made way lower than a person's mouth would be. It would take like an FX guy over here to his side, running pneumatic cables, and the cables would be going to the back of the mask here and running up to the mouth to control it. And he would not be able to turn and run if there were FX cables going to the back of this mask. I don't know what this is, but it is not a mask. And something else odd, or maybe not odd, but peculiar, this appears to be an ear. You never really hear anybody talking about their ears, and this appears to be very small, very high up on the head, and very close to the head. And look, see, here's his brow ridge right there, eye socket. And something else, look at his profile here. Look how flat his nose appears. You hear a lot of eyewitness testimonies say their nose is shaped like ours, but very broad and very flat. So again, I don't know what this is, but it ain't a mask. All right, guys, that is our closer look. Weigh in the comments. Let me know what you think we're dealing with here. And here is a quick little parlor trick you can try at home to win friends and influence people. Take your index finger, put it under your nose like a mustache, and I am betting that you are a one-finger face, meaning your index finger fits nicely under your nose, between your nose and your mouth. Whereas big furry white guy on the left is a two-finger face, or maybe even a three. And again, you will never ever see that again, barring some gross disfiguration from an accident or whatever. You guys know what I mean. And also, Wow, 1 million views. That's just insane. Thank you so much. If I'm not there yet, I will be in a few days. I appreciate it, guys, so much for making this channel a success. And I will leave you with the only other face I found that matches the ratios of the guy on the left. All right, here we go. How about that? Maybe these two guys have more in common than we know. So, take care.